Trans rights are human rights. Taoiseach, both yourself and the Taoiseach have rightly opposed sentiments expressed by the Catholic Primary Schools Management Association on the issue of teaching about transgender identities on the curriculum. The letter that I sent you said that any education about transgender identity in primary schools would be counterproductive, generating unnecessary division in school communities where none now exist. It went on to use transphobic language with reference to a growing psychological contagion amongst young and vulnerable children. OMG. It's very important now that there be no backsliding on this issue from the government. The reality of transgender identities needs to be recognised. Children need to be taught about the world around them as it is, and there should be no return to bad old days of denying transgender identity in our schools. In conclusion, the Taoiseach said he was disappointed by the letter, sure, but surely it's no surprise. Objective sex education and Catholic Church control of education are oil and water. They don't mix. Time to separate church and state. Taoiseach, no?
But one thing I would say, just in relation to the separation of church and state, I don't think we should throw the baby out with the bathwater here. There are a lot of schools that are run by an archdiocese, or the archdiocese is a patron, including the primary school that I went to, that my nephews have just left. There are a lot of schools that have a Church of Ireland ethos, for example. There are a lot of schools run by religious orders or religious trusts, and they do them well, and they run them well. And I know in my constituency, where there's a proposal to remove some schools from the patronage of the archdiocese, the parents and the teachers don't want that. And we shouldn't force secularism on people who don't want it. If the school is run well and people like the way it's run, the parents and the teachers are happy, well then there shouldn't be a change. I think there is room to recognise that a lot of good work is also done by religious bodies, and they have a role to play in education and in other parts of society. They shouldn't be consigned to the fringes or to the basement, but it has to be an appropriate role that puts the public interest first.